Implementing the rapid response to protect vulnerable people was crucial because in a number of different situations, those folks needed a hand up in terms of accessing different supports. So they turned to the ministry to be there as that constant organization to provide services and recommendations of support, as well as ensure that their needs were looked after.
During the pandemic, especially at the beginning, the communities where we are needed us the most. And other organizations were closing their doors. They were sending people to work from home. So we wanted to make decisions that not only were protecting the teams across different ministries, but everybody was feeling the same way. We came up with standards, from directional lines on the floor to how they needed to space up, waiting in the rooms, how it looked like when we were indicating maximum occupancy. The positive side of things is when a citizen came into an office, a government building, for the most part, they were experiencing the same way in terms of the protocols.
Our ministry is responsible for the financial well-being of over 200,000 people. So our ministry had to respond as a collective and ensure that people got the checks that they needed, the supports that they needed, the supplements that they needed without any kind of break. One of the things we did was we worked with our partners like Pigeon Park, which is part of Vancity, because what we were finding was a lot of people were having a hard time getting their checks cashed, because you think about it, a lot of financial institutions were also closing their doors. So we reached out to a number of those types of agencies to make sure that there were things that we could do to make their lives easier so they could serve our clients.
Vancity worked very closely with the Ministry of Social Development and Poverty Reduction on ensuring that we could continue to safely distribute social assistance checks throughout the pandemic. So one of the steps we took was actually taking check day and spreading it out over 2 days. So the province actually indemnified Vancity so that instead of having check day be one day where everyone showed up and lined up, we spread it out over 2, which helped disperse the crowds a little bit and manage the line a little bit. It was invaluable, the help we got from the Ministry of Social Development and Poverty Reduction. Collaborating in that way is really what made it possible for that branch, the Pigeon Park Savings branch of Vancity on the downtown east side, to stay open and be the only financial institution to stay open throughout the pandemic.
Our ministry staff have a great track record of answering the call to action despite the situation that's put in front of them. It meant our managers driving around and installing plexi shields in our offices. It meant our policy staff thinking through countless numbers of changes as the program delivery information for federal programs became available. It meant our citizens had the opportunity to access the supports that they needed to stay safe during the pandemic.